Desta French.
Okay, cool. How you doing?
Today is the day where my singleness in lockdown has hit rock bottom.
Yeah, no, it goes in waves and it's intense. It's very intense.
Also, your music doesn't help either.
Oh, geez, does it make you feel a bit randy?
It's just, it's just not, it's sexy music. It's love songs. I just want someone there. Tonight, I was just like, you know what? I might grind up on the wall tonight because the wall has deserved it.
Babe, the thought of you grinding up on the wall to some of my music is...
You've got it. You've got it. That's what we're going to do.
It's not bad.
You just put out a new song, and I think I played it last week on the show, and I just thought, wait a minute, how come she's not been on the show yet? Slide in the DMs real quick, get this sorted, and here we are. Let me just get straight into it. So basically, all these interviews that I do are super casual, and I just want to get to know you as a person. So I thought, let's start with the start. Camden Town. To me, I'm born and raised in Amsterdam, and I moved to London 7.5 years ago. And I have
I've been trying to place where you're from, your accent.
It's a mess. It's an absolute mess.
It's nice, girl.
But Camden for me is such a weird place because when you get off the tube, it's Jazz Cafe's to your left, which is where I'm often at if I'm in Camden. But then if you go down the strip, it's a bloody mess. It's
crack central.
It's crack central. Everyone is a bit crusty and you don't really know where they're from or where they belong. And then you go on the off-roads and you have the most beautiful mansions you've ever seen. And then you take a left and it's the estates again. So I'm always just a bit what does Camden, what does it want? What are we doing here?
I think there's a lot of places like that in London. I don't know why I've got my shoes on. There's a lot of places like that in London. But yeah, you're right. It does have a very particular vibe. It goes from being very kind of affluent to very not. And I don't know, I always see that as something that has been growing up in an area that's so diverse it's gifted me with that insight into a lot of different worlds, a very large melting pot of culture and class wise just really kind of having an in on that where a lot of other areas don't really have.
We're talking about a melting pot. If I read correctly, you are half Colombian, half Italian.
Yes.
Your name says French, but you're from London.
Yes, it's probably a bit confusing, isn't it?
It's a lot, but I love it. Which side of your family is crazier, the Italian or the Colombian?
Equal, 100% equal. There is no way I could say one side wins the other. A lot of times people do ask me, because I think when it comes to music, I speak a lot and I talk a lot about my my Latin side, my Colombian side, my mum's side. And obviously that's had a massive influence. Musically, it's had a big influence because just the array of music that they have there, and also just growing up, that's what I heard a lot. But I definitely don't discount the Italian side, and I feel as Italian as I do Colombian, which is something that maybe people don't really know. But yeah, that just probably comes out in different ways, like cooking and.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
can you throw it down in the kitchen? What's your best dish?
I can 100% throw it down in the kitchen. Definitely.
So you've got the song Into the Wave, which I'm addicted to. I wanted to ask you if you could translate
thank you. That's very nice.
Spanish part at the start, because I keep singing along, but I don't know what I'm saying. So I need you to tell me what you're saying before I say something foolish.
Okay, the beginning bit, yeah?
Yes.
Yo bailo, I dance. Yo bailo pa alumbrar la oscuridad. I dance to shine light on the darkness. Canto pa olvidar. I still sing to forget. Canto pa olvidar. Yo trato de manera mía. I try in my own way to kind of assert some control over this situation. Doing a little two-step.
Oh, okay.
Doing a little two-step from left to right. So it's kind of like a little bit of a lamenty type of introduction of getting lost in the moment or whatever, and then boom.
I'm into it. So that's something, it's not weird if I sing it, because I could be doing all those things.
Oh, please. Yeah, no, it's not weird at all, man. If you feel it, sing it. Freedom.
You talk a lot with your hands. I thoroughly enjoy it. No,
I know.
I enjoy it very much, yes. Because I get told I talk a lot with my hands, but I feel like now I'm doing it here.
We should try and do the interview with no words and just see how far we can get. I bet we'd do well.
But I have to I have a habit of going, so I have to add that a little bit every now and then.
I have the same habit. No, mine's not. It's more. So before I'm about, I can't do it because I'm thinking about it. But I'll talk and I'll yeah. So it's more like that. That's what I get told I do.
I love that you're having a red wine, and that's my go-to drink.
That's my only option right now.
Right, I'm going to ask you some random questions, and you have to just answer whatever comes to mind, okay?
Babe, you said you got rid of your nails. It's killing me. I
feel like a child. Yes, I did that.
That's so
because
sweet,
my nails are normally like this long. My nails are the longest.
Babe, we're all in the same thing.
And let me see, I just feel naked. Let me just ask you some questions so we can distract from this situation because it's too much. Who would play you in your biopic?
Oh my God, that's such a good question. Who would play me? Oh my God, I really don't know.
Do people often tell you look like someone or?
Oof. People tell me I look like Amy Winehouse.
Interesting. Okay, maybe
people have said that. Who else? Mini Driver. Sorry, I was just checking myself. I was like, what the fuck do I look like?
When's the last time you cried and why?
All right, okay. I've had a cry brewing for like a few days now.
Ooh.
But yeah, you know.
When it has to, it just.
You know what time it is.
You can feel it, but you.
I can feel it. It's been brewing. It's like, when is it going to come out? Probably, I don't know. I can't remember the exact time I cried. I wish I had a story about it, but it was probably just some melodramatic bullshit. About 2 weeks ago, I'd say roughly 2 weeks ago, I might have had a cry about something, probably some existential crisis of some kind. That's the truth.
Do you have them often?
All the time.
Okay, I like that.
All the time.
The honesty.
Yeah, all the time.
I don't know if I've cried too much and I'm just out of tears at the moment and they're just gathering again. So basically what I'm now looking forward to is the next big cry. And I think it's going to be a horrendous one.
Oh man, I actually just associate it with my like female cycle, to be honest. Like that's just what I just feel that it's just part and part of like my personal, you know what I mean? Some people get pissed off, some people cry.
Yeah,
I get a bit upset.
I've just the day we went into lockdown, because I like travel. Normally I travel every week, so all my tours and gigs got cancelled, and I've been wanting to come off the pill for so long, but I was always too scared because of my traveling. So it's been a month now. I stopped taking the pill. Boy, I'm waiting for my first natural cycle to come on. I am gonna go apeshit. I actually haven't had my period in years.
Oh shit.
Years, sis.
Oh shit. Like hormonally, do you think it will have more of an impact, or just the fact that you're going to get a period is going to like stress you out? Do you know what I mean?
It's going to be like the first time when I was in high school. I think it's going to be like that.
Aw, send me a text. Like when I first got my, you know, when you first get your period, it's like, you are a woman now.
When I told my mom I had my period, she was upset. She said, it's all those peanuts you've been eating.
Peanut? No way! Did they say the peanuts bring on the period?
Some health superstition thing that apparently if you ate too many nuts, it could like bring up your period or something.
There's so many of those. It's crazy, isn't it?
Like,
my mom used to say, Miguela, you cannot let people touch your hair because you know, they fall. Imagine that. I genuinely think, I'm pretty sure, my mum thought, I really don't know if I should be talking about
I love ethnic mums. Why are they so
mental?
I know.
Why are they so mental in the head? What is it? Anyone with like a foreign mum can crack joke with anyone else with a foreign mum because they are just bonkers.
The older I'm getting, I feel like whenever I go back to Amsterdam now and I see my mum and sometimes I just watch her, right? She'll be arguing with my dad or she'll be on the phone and I watch her and I just think, I am becoming you. Yeah. I am becoming this psycho that I always thought you were and I was never going to be.
To be honest, yeah, people say that about me and my mom. They're like my family members are like, you're starting to remind me so much of your mom. And I'm like,
you do the accent really well. The accent is spot
I got a cousin in Miami, yeah. I always do her accent because I want her to see it one day. She's like, baby, you need to come to Miami, baby. We love you here, baby. You are so fucking... She's like, you are amazing, baby. Like, she literally talks like that.
That is
and I'm
a
like,
sexy accent, though. I love
babe,
that. We love you, baby. Like, that's just when you're like, yes, tell me more.
You gotta come to Miami, baby. You gotta come to Miami. You're gonna love it here.
I love that. How does so you're single, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What does your mom, like, how does your mom
single.
feel about, like, is she sometimes just like, hello?
No.
Oh, must be nice.
She'd rather me be on my own than be with like
a waste man.
Yeah, basically.
I hear.
And I'm absolutely fine at the moment. So you were doing your dating thing, right?
Yeah.
You could have found love that way, maybe.
I don't.
No.
What's
your type?
At this point, alive. My type, you know what I like? Okay, let's get into the girl talk.
I am genuinely curious.
My type is, I like a little bit rough around the edges. I like a little rough around the edges. Yeah. I can't. What have you just done?
No, sorry, babe.
Oh, I love it when a guy takes a piss out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. To make fun
of me. What star sign are you?
I'm a Virgo.
Are you? Oh, that's my favorite.
What are you?
Taurus.
Oh, okay. We mix well. We blend.
Yeah.
Good. Really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your worst?
I thought you were Leo.
For me, it's quite a Leo.
Listen, we all know about the Gemini thing. I'm even starting to feel bad because it's starting to be a global phenomenon. It's merited to a degree.
Yeah. What's your type though? Because I like funny guys. I like guys who can make me laugh.
Yeah, same. I don't know. I switch it up. To be honest, it changes.
I don't have like. If you see my like track record, it don't make no sense.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same as you in that way. It doesn't make. Do you know what I like? I genuinely like kind. If I see someone being a bit shady, like chatting shit about someone, or I don't know, if there are things that I pick up on that I think are a bit shady, sneaky, and in that realm of existence, I don't like that kind of cunty vibe. Sorry, but I'm not into
vibes. Did you ever date a musician?
Yeah, I have, and it's
yeah. It must be so hard. I'm in the music industry, and I always say it. I am never gonna
date a musician,
because I've never even like properly like I've never been in a relationship with one. But then since I've been single, I've been like, I felt like I was too tough on myself, and I thought, why not date DJs or producers or rappers or sing, because that's who I'm always around. So let's get rid of the stigma that the industry has put on us as women when you start dating musicians, that makes you something. It doesn't, because that's the industry we're in. So if it's okay to start dating someone in accounting when you're an accountant, then why can't we date other DJs when we're DJs?
Of course. Listen, fuck everything anyone thinks anyways. That's irrelevant.
All the time.
But I know what you mean. It's not something that doesn't cross your mind. Yeah, I think everyone kind of goes. And also, it depends like your upbringing as well. Like, this feels like I could go into a long conversation, but I think about like Catholic guilt a lot, and like just my upbringing and what that kind of, how that impacts the way I have navigated through my life as a woman. So yeah, I felt that that's a bit of a process that I've had to go, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you're scared if you do this, or you're this, if you do this, you do, you know, inner city London, there are kind of, you know, there are ways people talk, and that is what I kind of heard growing up. Then on top of that, you've got family, like Michaela, or yeah, you know, like Italian dad, Colombian mom, Catholic, blah, blah, blah. You know, there are certain things that you take on and you're like, oh, well, rah. But then you're in a completely different culture where everyone is having just like really like casual encounters with people. And yeah, it wasn't that easy for me to navigate through that and work out how I like to do things, you know? So it's probably the same.
It's a process, isn't it? It's a process. I really feel like, you know, I'm turning 30 this year, and I'm only now kind of coming to sense with what I feel is okay for me. And it's like picking and choosing from all the influences we've had throughout the years and making it your own, and the thing that I'm really trying to come to terms with now is not feeling bad or guilty with whatever decision I decide to make.
It's a cliche, it's, you know, people talk about it all the time, but just actually being gentle on yourself, just being kind to yourself. Like
orange juice, bits or no bits?
Bits.
Ah, see, I like my juice with bits also.
Yeah, texture, baby. You know, I can't stand couscous, don't like couscous. Texture. Spaghetti, if I have to choose, it'll always be pasta. I like texture in the mouth.
Okay. If you could relocate anywhere, where would you live?
Probably Italy, because it's just kind of like a second home. If I could just decide anywhere just off that I haven't been to, but I feel like I would really enjoy, maybe like Trinidad and Tobago.
Girl,
Was it like
the men out there,
babe?
The best specimen I have seen to date. And my whole crew agreed. These London guys will try to talk to you and you're just like, shut up, man.
So would you recommend it? I think I need to hit that carnival up. I need to hit up a few carnivals.
It'll change your life.
Yeah.
I could go on with you for ages.
Oh, likewise. I was actually really excited when I started like looking at all your things and just your general being and energy, and I was like, you're sick.
I think us on a night out could be hilarious.
I think it could be good. Yeah, no, do you know what? I'm actually looking for, this is like a little budding romance. I'm actually looking forward to meeting you after.
It's going to pop off.
After this corona thing's over.
It's going to get messy, probably a little bit messy.
It'll be nice. It'll be lovely. We'll go and find some Trini boys.
What's your shot of choice? What's your poison?
Probably shot will be a tequila, obviously. Tequila, baby.
Yeah, okay.
Come to Miami, baby. Come to Miami. I love you, prima.
Desta French.
Right.
Thank you so much.
I'm blushing now, babe. We've got to wrap this up, because if I start blushing, it's going to be embarrassing.
I want to thank you so much for doing this. And hopefully
thank you.
There'll be more of this. And also, I can't wait for more music.
Mm-hmm.
We love it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. I'm going to be listening to all your shows. I think you're wicked. Thank you so much for inviting me on. I've really had a nice time, actually.
Look at this. We can do this more often. I want to say bye.
Yeah, let's do this. All right. Bye, love. Oh,
bye,
nice to meet you, babe.